Now we demonstrate the working of marginal trust. Here the keys of Sania, Vinod and Jitin are first imported and then marginally trusted. To do this, we first sign these keys. Now, when we try to update a database, GPG will ask us to set the trust level of all these persons. We set the trust level of these 3 persons to marginal. Next, we upload a new key which is signed by only 2 of these marginally trusted persons. We can see that this key will not be valid. Next, we upload the same key which is signed by all these 3 marginally trusted persons. We can see that this key will be considered as valid by GPG.
Now we can check how to revoke a key from a GPG system. In order to revoke a key from the system, first thing we have to do is we have to generate a key revocation certificate, and then we need to import that certificate to the system. In order to generate a key revocation certificate, we need to issue a GPG command with gen revoke option followed by the key ID of the user. After this, we need to enter the reason for revocation of the key, also an optional comment. Generally, keys are revoked if it has been compromised or a new key has been generated for the user. After this step, user has to enter the passphrase to unlock the secret key of the user. Next step is to import the certificate to the system. For this, we can issue a GPG command with import option. And if we are listing the keys after this step, we can see that the key has been revoked from the system. So from now onwards, we cannot use the key further. In order to revoke the key from the key server, we have to issue the command with 2 options, that is key server option and send keys option. After issuing this command, the key will be removed from the key server also.
You can install Enigmail in Thunderbird. You click on the Tools menu, click on Add-ons, Get Add-ons, and it lists the available add-ons. Enigmail is listed, which you can add to Thunderbird. It selects the location where the Enigmail software is, and on clicking that, the software gets installed. Once PGP is installed, you need to restart the Thunderbird. And once Thunderbird is opened, you can see an Open PGP menu item. And in the Open PGP menu item, you can change your preferences. You can set your sending options. You can set your key selection options by enabling selection of key by email address. You can set the option to automatically decrypt and encrypt messages. In order to send an email from one person to another, you need to have a person's public key and private key stored on the computer. Since this software is installed on one machine having a sender and a recipient's email ID, I have stored both senders and recipient's public key and private key in the same computer. Now if you can see, the key management option shows the two keys with ultimate validity, which implies that both the private and the public key of both the users are on the same machine. It need not be so. This is just the case because it's a demo. Now I'm sending an email to the email ID a.san.lat. I am going to sign and encrypt it. I'm sending the message which is both signed and encrypted. It asks for my the passphrase to unlock my secret key because I'm signing the message. The signed and encrypted message is sent across. Since the sender and recipient are configured on the same Thunderbird, the mail arrives here. You can see that the Thunderbird prompts that a new mail has arrived at a.san.lat. Now we'll see how a recipient receives the message. You can see that the mail has arrived at a.san.lat, testing signing and encryption. Here is the signed and encrypted message. I can select to decrypt and verify, and it asks for the secret key for decryption. The person's secret key is required for decryption, secret key or the private key, and I'm typing the passphrase to unlock the private key. The message is decrypted, and it shows a message that it's a good signature from sania1112@gmail.com, which is a sender.
Front end to GnuPG. It allows us to do most of the GPG commands via a graphical user interface. Here is a brief demonstration of GPA. Like GnuPG, GPA can also be installed via the package manager, or its package can be downloaded from the GnuPG site. In order to generate a key, you can select the option New Keys from the Key drop-down menu. Importing keys can be done using the Import Keys option. Similarly, there is the option for exporting of keys. Signing of keys can also be done in the same manner. Setting the trust levels is also simple via the graphical user interface. There are also options for retrieving and sending of keys to a key server. The key server to be used can be specified in the Preferences menu. The encryption, decryption and signing of files can be done via the File Manager. It keeps track of all the files you have encrypted and decrypted using GPG. Hence, it simplifies the process of encrypting and decrypting files. That's all we have in this presentation for you. Thank you for your patient listening.